I think we can go ahead and start. Good luck with that female comb, BJ. Go ahead and open Melon real quick. There it is. Bring up like that. There we go. Reposition a couple things. There we go. Hello, Pixel Flora. Nice to see it. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab out that portion of Ruin Rum. What were we doing last time? It's been like over a week. I do want to stream more of this game. It's just, man, it's hard to find the time consistently. I always forget we drew Kirby. Alright. Jonathan's been dying to death over and over again and getting soft-locked. That's where he's been. Okay, so from what I've seen... Oh, I forgot. He's broken. So, from what I've found, Death has two forms. The first one, our objective is to survive. I could care less about hitting him. Oh, that was really close. Reminder that he has 4,000 HP. No, oh. Okay. Let's see. There's a couple potions. Why is Death always so glitchy on emulators? Okay. Whoa! Death is bad for my health. Come on, switch forms, please. I know you have another form that you like to switch to all the time for other people, Death. Is he detecting that I'm pirating and using an emulator? Is that what's happening here? Is he mad at me? God, he's not even using other attacks. Death saying no to piracy reminds me a lot of Mario saying that if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do to beat this boss fight. He just kind of just loops the same attack over and over. My strongest weapon overall is that. I could have sworn. I've looked this up before. Oh, there's a post on the subreddit that's different from what I'm checking. Melon, you good? You good, Melon? It was getting crispy. Ooh, there it goes again. It's because I'm tabbed out. It doesn't like me being tabbed out, so I'll tab in, but I'll... Okay. Second loop of Castlevania 1 for the first time. It's a cruel thing. I mean, hey, congrats. Alright, we have a sub-weapon to maybe find. The guides are suggesting I use Cross. I mean, anything's better than Axe, probably. I don't know, I'll try Axe. Let's see how much damage Axe does to him. Nothing. Axe does not deal damage to him. Ooh. Holy Lightning's my best bet. No. Oh, okay. These heads and crushers should never be combined. Ever. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. So this one actually has a really easy way to avoid it. What? Hey! Hey, what the heck?
I see it. I see it.
What? What was that, though? Loop 2 really wants you to understand that Medusa is pissed and will defend her grounds at all costs. Death is pissed. Sure. I guess. I'm gonna save the game so I don't have to root through the menus anymore. How much? Oh, I deal 9 damage a hit now. And 46 still to the hands. Are you serious? Don't you dare! Oh. No matter what I do, I die to this move. Alright, you know what? I'll take it. I'm alive. What the fuck, Death? Come on. Oh! I knew that one was coming for me. I knew it. Oh, please. Okay. There he is. Phase 2. Oh, this attack again? Okay. I'm out of MP. He really does like the grab attack, for some reason. God damn it, there it is again! Okay. What is he doing, exactly? Oh, and now he switched back. Okay, so one of them is more defensively tanky. The other one's more magic tank. So... if you're gonna take anyone, take Charlotte. Get Holy Lightninged. Oh, there goes Charlotte. There goes my bait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would really appreciate a health bar on this boss, but then it would only make it really obvious that he has over 4,000 HP. And no one would ever try this fight. Whoa! Okay, could I, like, not get hit by one attack that he's throwing? Thanks. Okay, Charlotte deals marginally more damage to him. Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah. No matter what, he drains a high potion out of me every time he does this. There's this attack, or this form, I guess. I don't know why I'm attacking the hands at this point. I would much rather have him like this. You see, now I'll attack the hands. Because this one's just a waste of time like this. Are you serious? Keep hitting her. Keep hitting him, Charlotte. She stopped hitting him the moment I told her to keep going. What a stupidly hard fight. Oh my god. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Okay. I have stuff, right? I do. Please do not call forth your stupid attack. Okay. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, his aim is too good. Alright. He's definitely got to be done soon, right? Uh-oh. We are not dropping frames, okay. Just making sure. Got him! Oh my god! Oh! Who put him here? We've been fighting that boss for half an hour. Okay, I guess 15 minutes, but still. A while. We've been fighting him for a while, and I'm pretty sure most of that was one attempt. I need to take a moment. Oh my god. Yeah, a quarter of an hour, basically. With our winning attempt being like 10 minutes and his textures are still broken. How can someone like you possess such amazing powers? I may not have the whip's power, but I can still kick your ass. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. I underestimated you. Still, I have my reasons for holding back. Is that your excuse? How typical. Now resign yourself to your fate. Know the limits of your power. You still have a task to perform. So for now, I will take my leave. Oh, he was absolutely holding back. We've seen in other games, Death has the ability to just throw nukes out. He's nuts. Damn it, he ran away. Say, what do you suppose Death meant when he said we still have a task to perform? Forget it. We can take on anyone. No problem. How can you always be so confident? I like to think positive, that's all. Look, stop worrying so much and focus on what we have to do. Defeat Death and Bronner, got it? Okay, okay. Worrying only makes things worse than they really are, right? You got it. Alright, you guys ready for the dumbest fucking thing? I'm gonna save state. And just in case, I'm gonna go into our game file. And I'm going... Where is it keeping it? Where's our save data? Portrait of Ruin, .save. And I'm gonna just go ahead and slam a copy of this onto the desktop. Just in case anything goes stupidly wrong with this. Alright. So, what we have to do normally is we have to head to that room. But we just beat a really hard boss fight. And, like, look, the save point's just back here. So I'm gonna go back to the save point, and I am going to save. Is it gonna do it now? Is it something about... It's something about this room. Okay, so that's how that's supposed to work. However, if we reset the game, this should work. This should be how the glitch works. Once we reset the game... Like, oh man, we just beat that hard boss. Time to go back and save and stop for the night. Oh, whoops. And then you start up again and it's like, oh, load up our Kirby. I thought it... Hold on, how does this actually work? What's the soft lock? Oh! I realize what we messed up. There's one very specific section of this. Very specific. You have to press start to skip the dialogue. That's really important to the glitch. I don't know why. Oh, down I go. At least that's my understanding of it. I guess we won't be seeing it. The door to the clock tower is stuck after that. You cannot open that elevator at all. Oh shit, it's the Master's Keep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, holy shit. Okay. I guess it is time for this place. This place has amazing music, by the way, can I just say? A new dress for Charlotte. Okay, that's really good. Oh. Okay. Damn, malachite. How do you say that? Malachi. Okay, that's how they translated it this time. Is hitting me more now than ever. Oh yeah, I love these games' overall design. Especially, like, really unique areas like Master's Keep. It's not often that we see an area like this in Castlevania that is so perfectly, like, attuned to the master of the castle like this. You know, you might look at this and think, oh yeah, whatever, generic Gothic architecture, but no, the master of this castle is Bronner. An artist. Obsessed with paintings. So of course his keep is going to be filled with statues and other portraits and stained glass. It's very beautiful. I love this place. And it's also a really good way to let us know we are getting really close to Bronner. Oh yeah, if you dare to not listen to Death's parting words, he might just decide to softlock your entire game because he hates you. You guys are having the stream quality go down? I'm watching the bitrate. It took a couple dips there, but it looks like it's normal. Has it stopped? For like 2 seconds at a time? Is it still happening? Huh. It's good now? Okay. I can see what you guys were talking about. The bitrate drops off real hard randomly. I'm gonna move things so that I can keep an eye on the bitrate through Twitch. See what they're picking up. There it went. Might be because I'm moving stuff around. Hold on. What about now? Is it holding steady? Oh, there it goes. What the fuck? I just watched the bitrate, like, cut itself by 1/3 suddenly. Damn, I have no healing items. I should probably play it safe. You guys didn't get anything? Okay. So, I'll just assume that this is a separate issue from bitrate issues. Find a save point somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, I remember this place. There should be one... not right there, but instead, right here? No? Really hope Dracula X doesn't have a second loop. Oh no. Back to the entrance. Maybe it is something on Twitch's end. Everything's been acting really strange lately. Oh, hey. Say, Eric, there's something I wanted to ask you. Sure, what is it? Did my father know the vampire killer would consume his life when he used it? No, we only learned the truth after Dracula was defeated. We found out using magic after noticing John took so long to recover. I see. Jonathan, why did you ask that? Grandfather was already dead by the time I was born. I was wondering if Grandfather gave him the whip knowing the truth about it. I wonder. Have no worries, your grandfather was exceptionally strong but kind. That's good to hear, right, Jonathan? I suppose. Oh. Huh? Vincent's not here. What's wrong? Something bothering you? There was an attack. A biting. Huh? A vampire bit someone. What? Who? Me! What? Seriously? What'll I do? Do something! Do something, please! Just calm down. You've still got time before you turn into a vampire. Yeah, that's what they say. Purification spells are effective in the early stages. I beg of you, do something for me. Get that purification spell. Charlotte, can you do something? I don't know. I'll just have to try the magic I already possess. So this is a bit of a side quest.
I'll lower the price. I'll lower the price.
Man, we have no gold. Let's sell some trash, shall we? Won't need that. Really won't need that. Yeah, this poor guy. The shopkeepers always get the short end of the stick here. Battle Jacket's not very good. I can sell it for actually quite a lot. We don't need that anymore. Or that. There. You'd like to be a JRPG blacksmith? Just background enough of an NPC where nothing bad ever happens. Alright. Back into the Master's Keep. Now, if my memory is correct, we are about ready to enter what is largely considered to be one of the worst boss fights in Castlevania history. I love all the music in this game, it's so good. The game just has this really nice, like, pace and flow that is only helped by the soundtrack. What the? I can see the way ahead, but I can't move forward. Hold on a minute. This is the way to the throne, but it's spatially segregated. And that means... Simply put, there's something like an invisible wall here. Bronner said he had separated Dracula from the castle. This is what he was talking about. So long story short, we can't move on from here. Exactly. Let's find another route. So, it's not going to be for anything that's super obvious initially. However, there is one aspect of this fight that is just generally considered to be so egregious and awful that most people can't forgive it. We tire of waiting for you. Are you ready to die yet? Hold it. You two are being tricked by Bronner. What a pathetic joke. I have no time to waste listening to the words of a despicable human. Nothing we say will matter. They're completely under Bronner's control. Damn it. No choice now. Well, for what you've done, we'll play as hard as you've like. Meh, I can't say that. We'll play as hard as you like. There we go. Let's go. Loretta. Yes, Stella. Okay. Stella and Loretta. Oh, okay. an incredibly difficult duo. We had trouble with them on their own, and now we have to do both. Yeah, there I go. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm very glad that didn't hit Jonathan. One boxes me in, the other one slashes. Oh my god. Okay, that was very close. Oh, okay, don't go near her. Oh no. This is gonna hurt. That would be Stella, I believe, that is the high-pitched one. I don't know, might be Loretta. It's hard. I don't remember. I think the one in green is Stella. I think. No, it's Loretta. I just spent my life savings on potions, and these two are going to drain it in 5 minutes. $2,000 gold down the drain. Thank you, Loretta, or Stella. Stella was the one who just smacked me. Oh my god! They are very hard. Had to cough. There, this is how I deal with this. Oh, jeez. Hold on, is there... Yeah, I still only have Holy Lightning and 1,000 Daggers. Good night, Charlotte. Sacrificed to Loretta. Or was it Stella? I don't know. I think Stella's the one that's smacking us with the sword. And Loretta is the one twirling around like a ballerina. I think. Absolutely do not want to be near them for that. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Ho ho ho! Loretta's the one summoning the ice lions or wolves? I think they're wolves, I think. They might be like dragons or something, I don't know. I say we explore more of the Master's Keep, maybe to get a few more levels. Oh. Oh my. This'll take all day. Yeah, spiky ice monsters that I don't want to be on the wrong end of. Thought you could hit me, huh? The idea of a game that just threatens to soft lock you for the entire time, just sounds super stressful. Okay, I'm still only dealing 1 damage. How much do I deal with Holy Lightning? I mean 1, but it worked. If I remember right, these guys are actually the easiest way to get cursed, or some offshoot of these guys. All I remember is this area is one of the better ways to get cursed for that one mission. To get cursed and come back. The ceiling blood splatters, yeah. Honestly, it's just all around really good visual design. Castlevania's always kind of been, like, great at that, though. Even, like, Lords of Shadow had some pretty good visual design here and there. Only that game played well. Oh, wow. A Master Sword that I can't just, like, neuter immediately. Except I can just dual crush it. So. Is there really nothing down there? Okay. Oh, holy shit. Oh, if I remember right, those guys are worth a ton of experience. Yeah, we only have to kill like 4 more of those to be able to level up. And there's 2 of them right there in that room. If I just run back and forth between this save point, we can level up pretty quick. Ceiling may have been a floor once? Maybe. Oh. Ah, yes! How silly of me. Assuming that Holy Lightning would deal any damage to a demon. Clearly, I'm the stupid one. Thank you, Castlevania. Are there any other spots I missed in here? Yes. I'm gonna go back and check out Wynn's, quests. I don't remember if they're required to complete the game. I don't think they are. I think some of them are, though. You're right. Clearly, I need Hydrostorm to do, anything. Alright, Where did we see hill guards? I remember now. We have to complete a certain amount of these, I'm pretty sure. So we might as well do that now, while we're stuck on Stella and Loretta. Squirt demons with your holy squirt gun, TM. Alright, hill guards should be down this way. Now that this area probably won't be much of an issue to us. Give me that. Is it better than what I have? Yes. I'd say so. Every chest in this game is a mimic, remember that. All of them. Watch. See? All of them. Oh, wow. That's kind of weird. Richter's item crash with a squirt gun is a super soaker. That's it. That's the item crash. He uses a super soaker. I think I'll actually... Did we level up yet? Yes, we did. This was the motherfucker that killed me last time. If not him, then, like, directly, then it was one very close to here. Belmont showing up being like, whoops, or so last year they pull out a squirt gun. Hey, we're back at the entrance. Why are there larvae here? I'm certain these guys are worth like 1 experience. Oh no, 6. Still not very impressive. Come on. Work with me, Charlotte. Ooh! That probably looks really cool. What? I'm so mad we didn't find this when it was useful. Because it's got such bad stats, but like, oh wow, that looks awesome. Wonder what's down here. Whoa! They deal 1 damage, but like, man, there's a lot of skeletons. Yes, Invisible Man. Who causes broken effects. Knee Strike, a jumping knee strike inspired by legendary martial artists. That is not very useful. Yeah, the skeletons do deal a lot of chip damage. One, but like 4 times a second. Knew it. MP max up, I'll take it. It's important to note that this is the one Castlevania game where I will be trying to 100% complete the map. I make no promises about actually getting to the 100% reward. And I'll be doing most of the map completion off screen once we finish the game. But I will be showing off what the end game of this one is like. There's a hill guard. It's 1 of 10 that I needed to kill. Transparent shower curtain. Oh, come on. Get up here. Try to attack me. Okay. So there was one along that route, and we killed it twice. Yeah, $10. That's like part of a potion. A latte and a cookie. We're Belmonts. We need potions for multiple hundreds of dollars apiece to chug in the middle of boss fights to give us an unfair advantage. Always look at the bright side. You could probably buy out a large stock of the game Sneak King with what is in your bank account right now. If we keep talking about Sneak King, that's probably eventually going to meme me into streaming it. Okay, I guess we're using a potion when I didn't want to. Oh yeah, meat that you have to, like, personally throw onto the floor before you are allowed to eat it at all. You just looked up Sneak King? I'm sorry. So that's 3 hill guards. 4. We can get up here now. A Charlotte strength boost, that's not very helpful. Yep, distributed by Burger King to do something, I'm sure. Currently, I'm trying to save up for our next marathon, and I'll talk about that a little bit in the post-stream. Considering both Castlevania and Sonic are winding down, I'm starting to make my preparations. I think I have to do this one more time? That should have been it. Ooh, iron helmet. Is that better than what I have? Cat's better. Rest in peace, Xbox 360. The last true era of shovelware. The Wii U got a little bit, but like nowhere near as much. And then the PS4 and the Xbox One just got, like, none for some reason. I mean, there's definitely games you could argue are shovelware. I, too, miss shovelware. I miss those budget options you could, like, buy. And maybe find something, some kind of, like, hidden good game out of it, you know?
How are things? Well done.
Whip skill 2. Perform the spinning art in front of enemies 3 times in a row. What is... Guides. Skills. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, it's probably down here? No? I do have to breakdance, but like... that. Does he count as an enemy? He's a vampire. Almost. With how long we're gonna take to get to his purification spell? Definitely. Is that what they mean? I can't find what they're talking about. Attack, what? Okay, so that's a tutorial menu. It's not in the skills list. There it is. Oh! Got it. Is that what they want me to do? My quality is super crunchy? The fuck? My bitrate has stayed the same. I see that on my end, too. Can I force it in a 720p mode? I can. I'm gonna say that's on your end. The moment I say it, the stream goes back to normal? Okay. Okay. I will be keeping an eye on it. Like I said, all servers have been kind of weird lately. Even YouTube went down the other day.
How are things?
Oh, I did not.
Care to try?
I didn't start it. Alright, I'm an idiot. Gonna reload the stream? Alright. I think that's on your end. Jesus. Reloading fixed it? That's good. I don't know how many times it wants me to do this. Three? Okay. It should be counting it then.
You're back.
The fuck? In front of him. Oh, you don't think that that's what it's referring to? Yeah. Oh my god.
How are things? Well done.
Rocket slash. Oh wait, shit. It's in relics. Or not. I don't know. It's a dodge roll? I think I need to get cursed and come back. Let me look up the best spot to do that. It's a very difficult thing, if I remember right. It's gonna get a little crunchy here. Room below the transporter near the Nation of Fools. Is that... Which Castlevania protagonist is the best at spending their whip? Nathan. He does it the fastest. I hate to give it to him, but it's him. If I go to maps... Yeah. It's a room below a teleporter in the Nation of Fools. Let me remember where Nation of Fools is. Should be that one? He does get one thing to his name. I'll give him that. He's absolutely dog shit at everything else, including moving, jumping, walking, swinging his whip, using the powers his game gives him, fighting bosses. Just everything. He's bad. Now, one of these rooms apparently has a Lilith in it that I can use to get cursed, so I can come back and... Oh, shit! You know what I didn't do? I didn't accept the quest. I should probably do that. Oh, move out of my way, Capella. Oh, yeah, this place was great. It had Legion as its boss fight and everything. It was awesome. I should probably head back and accept the quest. There's apparently, like, a large handful of spots you can use to do this pretty easily. There's an ability that we don't have that actually makes it easier. Yeah, Legion fits right in.
How are things? I'm counting on you.
He is the ultimate circus freak. Look at this giant ball of people. What's inside? And then the announcer peels the thing back and just gets blasted by a laser and dies. Okay, I can't quite just make it up there. Do you curse me? No? What about you? Nope. No Lilith there. Only other Lilith spot I can think of is... Oh! Okay, I wasn't looking where I was going. And got myself stuck in a corner, I guess. Yeah, not just bones. It's hanged bones. The distinction is important to him. You remove all the people from Legion, you start to Toho the audience. Okay. Capellas. Okay. Nope. Whatever they're referring to, we actually don't have access to at the moment, it looks like. Whatever it is, it's probably in the unexplored section of the map. Which I don't really want to get into right now. Is there a spot in the main castle that's, like, good for this? Yeah, order your hanged bones now and you can get your regular bones for free. Just call the number on your screen and pay 5 easy payments of all of your health bar. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll give you death. You can have him. We're sick of him. Wait a minute. I think what they're referring to is actually down here. Yep. Curse me. Thank you. Might not make it like this. Don't. Please note these bones will be thrown at your head. Be sure not to die upon the item being delivered. Soma would like to order 12.
You're back.
What do you mean? Oh my god. I literally was cursed. But okay. I'm actually gonna save so that I can heal before trying this again. I was cursed, but, like, not enough, so, whatever. I can't believe they make this quest available so early. Dracula has Death as a roommate. There. Significantly faster this time. That should be enough. They are best friends.
You're back.
What? I'm cursed!
You're back.
I'm literally cursed! Where's my status? I'm literally cursed and he's not recognizing it.
You're back.
What? What the hell? I don't even know what to say. Unless that's like poison or something? But that's a Lilith. She should be inflicting curse.
I'll play with you. You impudent.
Is there another?
You impudent.
Come on. Okay, so that is poison, I guess. How do... Oh, there we go! She has a special attack for cursing me. I mean, I'm not accepting this run. Absolutely not. Wasted too much time in this room. Yeah, you have to get a little kiss from Lilith. I'm so glad the game just straight up does not tell me what the status conditions are.
I'll play with you.
Come on. Give me a little smooch. Thank you. Stupid animations wasted my time. I have so little time to get back here.
How are they? Excellent.
Blessed ring received. Neutralizes curses. A status condition I had not seen until that exact moment. Good. You call that a curse? Come back with a real curse. Okay, come back when the last 3 digits of your money... Oh my god, we need to get exactly... Oh wait. No, okay. I was reading total kills. Gold. 1896.
How are things?
I'm
Counting on you.
think we can buy and sell stuff to manipulate to get to that number.
I'll lower the price. I'll lower the price.
So, we're at 1396. Hold on. Just open my calculator real quick. So we need 381 gold. Okay. Well, I can sell something to get 1. Sell that. Wonder what that mushroom's hallucinations are? Me too. I don't want to use it though because it's exactly valuable enough for what I'm doing. And nothing else. We'll probably see another one. Pretty sure you can find those in... Oh hey, that actually perfectly gets us to 70. I'll need exactly 300 gold. So... Or I could spend 700. Can I spend exactly 700? Hell yeah!
How are things?
Yeah, I'm curious as to what that means. I think, judging by the appearance and the console this is on, it's something, like, that makes you seem bigger or something like that. It, like, increases the size of your hitbox or something like that. Luck boost.
Well done.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. We're able to just clear 3 in a row. Teach you a healing spell. Come back wearing 3 nun items. I better still have these. Nun's shoes. I don't know where the other 2 are.
How are things?
Let's see you enter this command.
Care to try?
Sure.
Counting on you.
This went well last time. The fuck was that? I can't get him to do it again. Nope. Alright, whatever. I did it.
How are things?
Excellent.
collect 5 cards? A lot of these are finding things now. Oh my god, 1,500 enemies? That's double what we have. Good lord. Can I buy those non-items?
Price. I'll lower the price.
Do we have Castlevania 3? No? I'll buy it. Wow. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be super worthwhile, but that is, like, worthless. Also, huh, that's, like, almost the whole castle. Ooh, that's pretty good. Thought that said Trevor's hat. Unfortunately, no. Okay, hold on. Just want to make sure I have this right. Oh. I forgot about this. Okay, so we don't need to do those yet. I'm pretty sure that's just for 100%. I mean, it was nice to get a few of them done, but we want to go to the Sandy Grave. Did I just go to the Great Stairway? Oh. I guess there's 2 things in here. I believe we want to teleport right here. I'm vaguely remembering this. Shit. Give me that penny. Nope, can't do anything about that yet. Oh. Excuse me while I almost die. Oh, is this the room where the many ghosts gather? Yeah, nice to know that Bronner cares a lot about this pyramid in the middle of the desert. So much so that he wants it vacuumed regularly. Okay, we can't get up there yet. Or can we? Is there something below here? Nope. You don't like the wheel guy? I like the wheel guy. He can be my friend. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. The quest is referring to this room. Grab that. Throwing knife. Awesome. Oh, shit. Am I going nuts? Was it not literally back here? Oh. Okay. Apparently I had to go this way? It's up here somewhere. There was nothing up there. I must have already gotten it, I guess. It is insane how much easier the Armor Knights got when they made their transition into Metroidvania. Like, editing that highlight of Dracula X reminded me of how just absolutely obnoxious those things were. That lady had a butt. I hope I don't get banned from Twitch for that. Somewhere around here, there is a room . You never know with Twitch. You never know. One of the games that I am planning on streaming later just has, like, straight-up boobs in it, and I'm hoping that the fact that they are attached to horrifying harpy women will stop Twitch from potentially banning me. Oh, no, the spear ones. The axe armors were pretty easy in Dracula X. How did I get a level up off a flea man? Oh, they're worth 19 experience, apparently. They're going to allow Cyberpunk? The game with, like, realistic genitals? Okay, hold on. Gotta sneeze. That may have changed? Okay, so it sort of sounds like they're generally okay with it as long as you're not streaming literal hentai games, because I know that people got banned for, what was that game? Honey Pop? Back in the day? Back when that was, like, popular for some reason? Okay. What the hell? I have an idea. What if it's down there? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because Cyberpunk's never coming out, but... Yeah. It is now releasing sometime in December. Oh, come on. Is it up here? Yeah, it's up here. Alright. So, I need to go in here, and then Charlotte needs to have Toadmorph equipped. What a cryptic location for an item that is this important. An advanced spell that cures status abnormalities for all within range. This is the purification spell. Now this is why I say that this game has quite possibly the worst boss fight in Castlevania history. It's this spell right here. Now, currently, we have access to the bad ending. Defeating Stella and Loretta, actually killing them, bad ending. Defeating them with Sanctuary, good ending. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, but Tom, that doesn't sound too bad. You poor, poor, naive, hypothetical fool. It is that bad. It is exactly that bad. Allow me to explain with a demonstration, shall I? If you don't know, you are stuck with the bad ending. However, curing this guy of his vampirism is sort of meant to be like, oh, I'm supposed to use Sanctuary on him. Oh, you learned a purification spell? Yes, now I can break the vampire's curse. Indeed you can, but if they become full vampires, it will be too late. We won't know if it's too late until we try. Yes, that's true. Still, even if you break the curse, please do not tell them about me. Why not? I'm sure they'd both want to see you. My daughters think I'm dead. The truth is, my body is gone. Besides, Bronner comes first. But still, it's all right. It's the fate of my family. My daughters have a task they must perform. If I can see them one last time before I pass away, that's good enough for me. Okay, I gotcha. Let's get going, but let's hurry. We have 3 people to meet. You're right. Allow me to demonstrate why this sucks. Charlotte, go ahead and cast. If she gets hit during that time, it's interrupted, the spell doesn't go off. If you get too far away from her, she'll just get hit. Yeah, it's not easy. Fantastic! You two really are incredible! Except it was just me who did it. Now I can get back to business. You have my eternal gratitude. So how about a freebie as a token of gratitude? Absolutely not! That has nothing to do with this. A man has to earn a living. Yeah, no, we've seen how difficult that boss fight is. He really takes this seriously.
I'll make you a deal. Thank you.
Alright. The bad ending of this game is incredibly depressing. I'm going to explain it verbally, because I don't want to try and get it. We will be spending enough time against Stella and Loretta we do not want to try their regular boss fight over and over again, especially now that we've seen what they're like. So allow me to explain. Stella and Loretta die horribly. Jonathan and Charlotte have no way to get through the castle from here on out. The castle is entirely closed off to them, forcing them to retreat and to be unable to take care of Bronner, who ends up being able to do whatever he wants. So, yeah, this is why I say this is one of the most infamous boss fights in the series. Because of this shit. Oh. Yeah, that's not going off. Oh, look, Charlotte went off screen. The spell's over now. Oh no, I'm out of MP. My real health bar here. It's a really clumsy decision. Wow. Thanks. I'm glad she aimed directly for my spellcaster. Oh my god, that attack is like damn near unavoidable. Nope. Did not know you could coexist with their sprites without taking damage. Normally not the case for bosses in this game. Oh yeah, it'd be way better if, like, equipping the spell caused them to behave a little differently. I'm gonna try beating the shit out of Loretta here. See if I can trigger the bad ending. Nope. It would be neat if it were just to protect Charlotte, but no, Charlotte is a, little, needy child and needs you to stand next to her while she casts her spell. For 5 minutes. It just takes so long. I'm sorry, did Stella just go out of her way to attack me? Oh my god, that almost happened. It almost happened. And they pushed me off screen. Oh, bye, Charlotte. Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Ah! Okay. That was surprisingly less painful. People hate this fight because of that. Fighting them normally, which is honestly a really fun boss fight, of, like, dodging these crazy ice projectile attacks and getting, like, just barely avoiding instant death all the time. Really cool boss fight. And then the game punishes you for doing it normally, instead making you play this weird game of chicken with them. Is that it? The spell was perfect. Now let's see if it was effective. Loretta, are you alright? Stella, the vampire's control seems to be fading. It's a success. Well, of course. No problem, as you would say. We What have we been doing? The heir to the vampire killer. Jonathan Morris, correct? I apologize for all that we put you through. Huh? Oh, sure. No problem. And Miss Charlotte, thank you so much for setting us free. Sure thing. The curse may be lifted, but you should still take it easy. No, I don't think so. Loretta, I think we should stand up. Stella, are you alright after what we've been through? I know, but there's a job we must do now. But remember your dignity. We'll still have time to mourn what happened when it's all over. I'm sorry you had to see that. Once more, our family shares the fate of the Morris family. We are the Cards, after all. I am Stella, and this is my younger sister, Loretta. And we already know. Anyways, we must hurry. We must defeat Bronner. The piece he's making now is meant to destroy the world. What? He said it was almost complete. It's in the studio painting. Where's the studio painting? It's in his inner room. But even for us, entering the picture is impossible. There is one option, however. What is it? The studio painting is sealed by 4 paintings surrounding it, meaning we need to break the seal to enter the painting. I see. You'll help us, right? Well, it's no use. I'm amazed they can even talk like this after being under such a powerful curse. They can't move. That's true. But that's not all. The door to the inner room can only be opened by the magic of either Bronner or ourselves. So you'll stay here and open the door for us. Sure, no problem. One more thing. It's about the vampire killer. We can perform a ritual to unlock the power of the whip. Unfortunately, I know, using it will consume my soul, right? Please don't forget that. You must use it wisely. If you're prepared, then just tell us. Listen, about your father. None of that. Once this is all over, then you can tell us about him. Father, before our own eyes. Loretta, I understand. Let's all do what destiny had intended for us. Right, no problem. And we can't speak to them. Inside this room, guarding Bronner's final portrait, are 4 more paintings. Oh, this game's plot is absolutely depressing. It's probably one of the better Castlevania plots. Symphony is definitely above it. It's above Dawn of Sorrow at the very least. Low bar, I know. It's a little bit above Aria. We've seen this cutscene. Just wanted to sort of trigger it and save it. Just so we don't end up with any weird shenanigans later. Let's see, spell's not effective, instead it broke their brains and they hate themselves, game over. Never let me direct a Castlevania ending, please, it would go too far. Anyways, these are the final 4 portraits. We do have access to the ritual, however, it will absolutely slaughter us. Now is not the time. Oh yeah, Circle of the Moon's amazing plot. Maxim, you dick! I'm Dracula. It was a wasted effort. Credits. Amazing plot. Dark Academy. These last 4 are another very maligned part of the game, if I'm using that word properly. If this doesn't look familiar, these are essentially rehashes of the previous 4 paintings. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually ditch Sanctuary because we have no more need for it. With Gale Force for now. Nathan had someone else. I thought he was Maxim. Oh wait, no, that's Juice. Hugh! Hugh Baldwin. That was his name. Sallow Rune here. There's something like endlessly summoning flea men just off screen, I swear. Wow. There is a flea man tree in this game. Wow, wait a minute. Each of these are worth 19 experience? And really easy to kill. Anyways, sadly, these last 4 paintings don't really have much in the way of story content happening in them, so we'll just be moving along as much as we can through them. Because they are... I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually played through this game. I really liked these my first playthrough because, I mean, it was another chance to play through the game. Like, play through, like, more of the game because I fucking loved this game. This game was, like, an interesting experience for me. It was one of my earlier Castlevanias because it was, like... I think I've explained this before. The reason why I got into Castlevania is that me and an old group of friends who I'm sadly not really in contact with at all anymore were like picking like classic video game franchises and playing through them in their entirety and sort of talking about them and like what we liked and what was neat about them and stuff. Like one of my friends chose Kirby, another one chose, I think he chose Klonoa, which is an interesting series in and of itself. And, like, another one of my friends chose Metroid. I don't think any of the others, except for the Klonoa guy, really made it all too far. Ooh, that's a really good spell. Owlmorph lets us fly. Anyways, back to the topic. And I, of course, picked Castlevania. Well, now I'm cursed. And one of my first Castlevanias at the time, like, I started with Dawn of Sorrow, basically, because that was just what I owned. Alright, I guess I just get to sit here for a while. I started with Dawn of Sorrow, and I don't know, I decided to stop playing that one because I was like, I haven't played Aria yet, I haven't gotten a chance to, so I'll just wait. Oh, okay, I have to equip Owlmorph and wait even longer. So I started requesting the games for, like, birthdays and Christmas and such, because that was one of my main ways of getting games at the time. And I was like, okay, so I want Castlevania games now. And my parents were like, okay. And so, the first ones they got me were like Lords of Shadow and shit. And I think I've talked enough about my opinions on Lords of fucking Shadow. Not a fan of those at all. And really just a horrible impression of the series. And then the next one I got, outside of like the classic ones, was this. And holy shit, this game blew my fucking mind. Amazing music, like, all the way through. And just this really wonderful, like, smooth gameplay style. And amazing sprite work. Just everything was just so good. So I was just excited to, like, play any more of this game. Guess you could say I was probably kind of biased. Alright, Charlotte. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't want to fight a final guard in a room like this. Haha, I don't have to. Yeah, no. I was like, hey, wait a minute, this is actually really good. Honestly, I even really like the Stella and Loretta boss fight. Although, because this was my first, like, actual Castlevania, like, Metroidvania one, I didn't know why they were doing bad endings. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, what happened when I beat Loretta? And the game booted me back out to the title screen. And I was like, whoa. Okay. I guess these games have bad endings now? And I had to look it up online what I was supposed to do, because I hadn't talked to the shopkeeper, like, at all since he gets vampirized. Also, I really want to know what the vampire was that bit him. Like, who was that? Was Bronner just like, I'm gonna go downstairs for, like, a midnight snack or something? Hey, smile fast. This guy used to be a boss. And he's still using his boss attacks. Good. Yeah, the rest of the series was just sort of, out there, when I played it. I was like, okay, Portrait of Ruin kind of tapered my expectations, and the rest of them kind of just sort of existed under this umbrella of Portrait of Ruin is better for me for a while. Vampires get hungry when sleeping sometimes, too. Whoa. Astral Brooch. That's probably really good. Never mind. It's really bad. There are still some games in this series that I never finished, for one reason or another. I am incredibly distrustful of Project 64, I should just say straight out. I've heard some people swear by it, that it's a good emulator. They're like, no, I swear. But whenever I see downloads for it, it's always attached to, like, some dumb shit, like McAfee. You know, the virus, antivirus. Belova. Well, I'm already used to these, so... Summon out Charlotte if I need someone for shorter attacks. Now, there was, like, a flame whip or something at, like, the opening of this area, or, like, the first room of, Or no. Okay, we actually haven't made it there yet, presumably. I know, awfully bold of me to assume we'll actually get there. Whoa! That's definitely an enemy of some kind waiting to attack me. Oh shit. Ooh, the game is getting a little laggy. Why did I waste that on a toad? I can't even be like, man, the inputs or something like that, because no, I meant to do that. I saw multiple enemies and was like, damn, holy lightning would clear this out fast. And it did. Oh no. What happens to my partner is cursed? Am I just unable to switch to them? I missed my attack range. I might go back to the whip despite this thing's strength. I know I definitely want to make sure I grab that whip on my way out. Because it's going to be a while before we can use an actually good one. All I'm going to say is we're going to be beating all of these portraits before we even dare to so much as blink in the ritual's direction. We aren't going anywhere near that goddamn ritual. Alright, boss time. Oh! Oh, it's this guy! Alright, Charlotte, you can hide for the time being. Yeah, because of that. And that. That's not how jumping works. Oh, God. Oh, wow. He's tough. I think we'll go until, I guess, a couple more attempts at this boss, and then we'll stop. Whoa! That's the wrong direction, Charlotte. Oh no, she has the wrong thing equipped. I don't want to be an owl. I want you to use Gale Force? Or no. Piercing Beam. Haha. I say in a run that is definitely doomed. Gonna be right on top of me once yeah. That lightning attack is so stupid. Jonathan can just cut through bullets. That's normal. Okay. Notice, by the way, a lot of the times we stop when we're playing this game, we're actually just getting, like, demolished by some boss or something. Let's try Ice Fang. And yet, never in this game do I ever feel as bad as when I was playing Circle of the Moon. Because the mechanics in this game feel good. Ugh. And thus nothing ever feels as cheap. I say as cheap. You know what? $19 a hit? That deals so much. Speaking of deals so much. Oh. Note to self, Thousand Blades has no iframes. In fact, getting hit during it cancels. But I believe we have our path to victory. Thousand Blades deals so much damage to these guys. Oh! There he goes. He just used all of our potions. Maybe that's less than good. I like his attacks. They're a lot of fun. And if I remember right, once we go out here... Yeah, there it is. We've got all 4 of the paintings. You can actually just go between them at will. There is no reasonable way to fit a machine gun into his arm, you're right. Now that we've cleared that one, by the way, the reverse version of Nature of Fools is unlocked. And then we've also got the reverse version of Sandy Grave. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this ritual and why I'm putting it off. It is incredibly hard to actually win that battle. Even after you've managed to clear out the entire rest of the game. That ritual will kick your ass. I highly recommend waiting until you've done basically everything else. I'd show it, but I want the reveal to be, like, cool and surprising. Because it is a sick section of the game. But, oh my god, you'll die. Well then. Let's go ahead and say goodnight to Melon. And say good morning, I guess, to Alucard while we talk a little bit about the post-stream here. We're getting really far in Portrait of Ruin, which means it's just another game that'll just get crossed off the list here. Which, if I pull up the list real quick... What is happening? There we go. After that, we'll just have... Chronicles. Oh, I don't want to do Chronicles. Oh well. It's going to be a one-stream deal. And then we have Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, which is the last of the Metroidvania games. We'll be saying goodbye to all Metroidvania titles as of that point. After that, we have Castlevania Judgment, which is the fighting game. The Harmony of Despair, which is like the weird multiplayer, like, Metroidvania Lite game that they released. Oh, yeah, no, I meant Castlevania Chronicles, not Chronic Sonicals. Um, let's see, and then Legacy of Darkness, which is the N64 game, which I have never finished, actually. That's not a game that, like, I've ever really had a way to play. I have a weird history with that game, which I don't know, I might get into tonight, I might not. Just know, I've never played through that one. I've gotten, like, halfway through a single playthrough, but I've never finished it. I liked what I played, but it is still really difficult, and at times has really bad level design, and my N64 controller pack has this really sad issue with just deleting saves. So I made it over halfway through the game in about one sitting, maybe two, and it deleted my save, and I was very sad and upset. So I've looked into a couple possible ways I could deal with that, but I think emulating it's just going to be the way to go, even if I do really distressed Project 64. Maybe there's a better N64 emulator out there. I don't know. Anyways, and then after Legacy of Darkness, we move on to Lords of Shadow. And then after the Lords of Shadow trilogy, we're basically done. We still have a couple of games that I have planned, mainly Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Just found out what the exclusive shield in Symphony of the Night Saturn does with the shield rod. It traps the enemy in a vine? Too bad it has an insane drop rate. Oh. I have Bloodstained Circle of the Moon on here. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up doing it. I think Ritual of the Night will end up being enough. I might do one stream for Circle of the Moon. One. And the reason for that is just because that is what they are expanding faster than regular Bloodstained, and I don't want to have to keep adding games to this list. But do expect a Bloodstained stream, because I loved Bloodstained, and it's a very fantastic game. Now, the final game on this list is Smash Brothers, playing through the Castlevania campaign in that, like the classic mode, showing off what it has to offer. And then I guess I'll just play some Smash Brothers for the rest of that stream, like whatever. Otherwise, if you guys follow my Twitter, which you should, go do that. If you do not, you'll see that I posted a little spreadsheet of, sort of what we're looking at for the next marathon, what it's going to be like so far. And, right? I saw the Steve images, and I was like, haha, everyone's memeing again. They were not. Steve is in Smash. I don't know how to even respond to that. Fucking anything is game now. There's also a mushroom thingy that just poisons you, no hallucinations. Anyways, so yeah, let's talk a little bit about this spreadsheet, I guess. I guess I'll zoom in, maybe? Can I zoom in on Google Docs? Oh, yeah, I can. 150%. Oh, yeah, that works. That works. I'll just bring up my desktop real quick. There we go. This is sort of what we're looking at here, and I'll sort of go through the list and explain why things are the way they are. So these guys, they all have exact counterparts for each series. So we're gonna plan for doing all of them one after another, and hopefully that ought to be good. However, once we get to these two, Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash, Spyro doesn't have comparable, like, franchises or comparable things to pull from. So instead, I've just left these up as like open spaces. Crash Team Racing is pretty short. Same thing with Crash Bash. I don't know how far we're gonna get in either of them. Probably to the end of Team Racing, maybe to the end of Bash. I don't know. That game's bad, apparently. So these are probably going to be taken up by something like maybe Dark Souls or maybe Earthbound. I haven't really decided. Night of the Woods is probably... Oh, don't edit that. Night of the Woods is probably going to be in, like, this spot while we're playing Nitro Kart, just because it's only, like, one game long. I don't want to try to stretch it across 2 games or squeeze another game in there. But I will be streaming Night in the Woods, so those of you guys who were excited to see me do it, it will be happening. It's built into this schedule. And then, so, the yellow games are the ones that I maybe have a way to stream. I'm not really sure about them yet. Here, one sec. I have a perfect way to deal with this. Can I... Yeah. Yeah! Pop out chat. Oh shit, did that deleted the messages? I'm stupid. Hold on, there ought to be a way to check chat history, right? Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. Just keep that there. There we go. Alright, so, Enter the Dragonfly, I have a physical disc of it. I cannot speak to its quality. It might be in terrible condition. And I did a playthrough of it just recently, but it was doing some, frankly, fucking bizarre stuff. Areas were unloading, and certain dialogue boxes had no audio, and I just don't know if that's normal. If you guys are familiar with Enter the Dragonfly, that might full well be just how the game plays. I don't know. And I'm not dropping another, what, like $10 to get another copy of that trash? That game is too awful for me to warrant spending money on. So I'll probably just end up emulating this one, even if it's not quite as funny, because then we don't get the frame drops. But that's probably how I'll handle that. And Crash Bash is in the yellow category entirely because I've never tested it on an emulator. I just don't know how it runs. It might run perfectly, it might run horribly. I don't know. I'd imagine it runs well, but I'd want to do some testing before I lock in, like, yeah, I can do that. And then, going down the list, the GBA games... Let's see, I hope I catch the Shadow Legacy stream. I am so sorry you had to play through that game as a child. I am so sorry. That was one of the ones that I played through, like, later on in life, and man... Oh, God, it's just... Enter the Dragonfly is bad, but this is arguably worse. When I got my Sonic Heroes copy, the disc was in horrid condition. It was sliding around in the case and everything, but it works perfectly 99% of the time. You truly never know with discs. Yeah, my Nightmare Before Christmas disc, it should work perfectly, but it gave us E. So, you know, discs are fun. They're really good to have to deal with. I bought like a copy of the DMC collection from GameStop once. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $12, I guess. And I got home and I was excited because, you know, it's DMC. It's legendary. I finally get to experience the first 3. And then I popped the disc in and the PS3 wouldn't fucking load it. And I'm like, that's weird. That's a fucking Blu-ray. Those don't get scratched. I pull the disc out and I flip it over. someone had taken a knife to the goddamn thing. And I do not know why. And GameStop didn't check it. So yeah, there's my GameStop horror story of the night. Yeah, they sold that shit to me. And then I took it back to the store and I was like, hey, my PS3 won't read this disc. Mind telling me why? And the lady behind the counter takes the disc out and looks at it and goes, oh my god, someone took a knife to this thing. Oh, they must have been real mad at DMC. Honestly, I get it. Those games are hard. You see, no, I don't have another choice. I live in Shitsville, USA, with just a fucking backwater town with nothing in it. The most we have as far as game stores at all is a GameStop and this really, really small, game store that also sells toys. And they don't have much of a selection. You cut up a copy of the Garfield movie? Why did you cut up a copy of the Garfield movie? What a strange movie to be mad about. Honestly, I get it. That movie is just the worst, but, what a strange movie to be a target of your rage. If anything, it should be the second one. I get it, though. I get it. I've, personally chopped a Naruto game on the DS in half with an axe because it was fun. I don't even remember what Naruto game. I think it was a really bad fighting game, but yeah, it's gone now. And when I say bad, I mean horrendous. Imagine someone trying to do a 3D fighter on the DS, and the only viable character was Rock Lee. And instead of button inputs to do your specials, you tapped the touchscreen. I was very small and loved that movie. My family had to listen to it all the time. You could say it was revenge. Oh my god. So this was a group activity, destroying the Garfield movie. You played it at PAX? Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even remember the name of it. It was oh, wait a minute. Was it Naruto Ninja Destiny DS? Was it this one? Oh, yeah, it was this one! Oh, this game is so bad. Oh, no, don't full screen that. I clicked theater, didn't I? Shout out to... Oh, IGN. I don't need to fucking... Look at how bad this looks. It's really incredible. That crispy audio. I remember I played through this thing multiple times trying to, unlock the ending or something. Oh no, I was trying to unlock the main villain. Because he's playable if you, if you clear all the characters' stories without dying or something like that. And I was able to do Rock Lee just fine because he's, strangely one of the best characters in the game. But everyone else was just a dumpster fire. Everything. I also remember getting one of my Garfield books that had a whole section advertising the two movies and cutting out all the pages that had them. Those movies were awful. I don't blame you at all. Anyways, let's continue down the list, I guess. So I can sort of maybe explain some of the weird parts about it. I am fully aware that the Spyro GBA games are going to drag after a while. So, what I've done here is, I have a way to stream Wrath of Cortex. I have a way to stream, all of these games in here. However, I put Nitro Kart in here to sort of break up the monotony, and I set the free space in each of these spots to sort of give us some breathing room for this marathon. Because Final Fantasy is probably still going to be happening alongside these, depending on my schedule, of course. Who knows? I might end up having to step it back a little bit. But if I do step it back, it'll still be 4 nights a week, most likely. Schedules permitting, of course. But I wanted to give the marathon a little bit of breathing room so that we could enjoy some stuff. I will not be getting all the platinum relics. I won't even be getting all the crystals in Crash, or not crystals, the gems? No, the crystals are the stage items. The gems are the box items. Yes. Yes. I know Crash, I swear. I will be 100%ing all the Spyro games. Because a lot of them, you don't see all the content in them until you 100% them. But I'm just not good enough at Crash to even attempt that. Gotta sleep? Okay, have a great night, Pixel Flora. Anyways, so, the next games, we have the 3 GBA games, which I have ways to stream, and then Nitro Kart, which I still don't, like, have a way to stream. I might buy it, I might just emulate it. I don't know what it's on. All I know is that these later kart racers are pretty bad. And then Hero's Tale and Twin Sanity are next to each other. They're sort of, like, paired as far as Crash and Spyro games go. Twin Sanity, I don't have a way to stream at the moment. Which, yeah, I missed 1 million boxes. Time to throw them all at me repeatedly. Twin Sanity, I've heard so many, like, mixed things about it. How the game has, like, a bunch of really cool ideas, but it's just a dumpster fire. Which I love. So I do technically have a way I can get my hands on a copy, but it is the Xbox version. So if there's a way I can maybe get my hands on the, like, PS2 version before then, I've heard the Xbox version is just a fucking mess. And I'm not mentally prepared to deal with that. Anyways, so yeah, I have ways to stream Orange and Purple. Those are just emulatable, as shit as they are. Crash Tag Team Racing is not a game I really have a way to stream yet. I think it's on PSP. Pretty sure, so we might be able to stream it like that. But, you know, judging by how Sonic Rivals 2 ran, maybe not. And then we have sort of a mixed territory here. Spyro Shadow Legacy is a DS game. Same thing with Boom Bash. I don't know if I have ways to stream these guys. I might. I'm not sure. Like, Melon could work. I just don't know if these games work with them. So, again, that's going to require more testing, just like Crash Bash. From there, we've got 3 Crash games and 2 Spyro games to talk about. Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant. You ready for a fucking bombshell? How much do you think these 2 things are worth? Throw a fucking guess out there. Considering that these are often considered to be some of the worst Crash games, and have almost no redeeming qualities to them. Mind Over Mutant, I think people say it just has some cute cutscenes, and then they leave it at that. Over $300. Divide that by 10, $30 a piece. It's $60 for the pair. Why? These games aren't even good. My best guess is that they're collector's pieces, and that's all I got. I got nothing else. And And then It's About Time just came out, so it's going to be 60, basically, no matter what. I haven't decided if I'm going to include It's About Time in the marathon yet or not. Depends on if the Spyro game that accompanies it comes out anytime soon. That's what that question mark is. So we'll see if It's About Time gets included in all this. I want to include it. I just don't know if I'll have access to a copy. And then there's the Legend of Spyro series. So, A New Beginning and Eternal Night. They're $10-ish a piece. They are very cheap, very easy to find, very easy to get. So I'm not worried about them. I'm currently actually bidding on a copy of Eternal Night that's sitting at $3 on eBay right now. No one bids, or no one sniped that from me, please. I'm currently bidding on it, though. We'll see if anything comes from that. I might have to take one that's buy it now 15 or something like that. It's not an expensive game by any stretch of the imagination. Those two I'm not worried about. It's the third one. Dawn of the Dragon is worth $70+ occasionally. I've seen it recently pop up for $65. Normally it's worth before COVID, before everything got more expensive, it was $50. You'll snipe it from me and then sell it to me at an inflated price. I'll cry. Now, there's a couple methods I thought I could go about getting these games, and a few of them involve my personal life, so I'm not going to, I guess, divulge a whole lot about that. So that's going to be some interesting avenues to explore. But also, there is the entire possibility that I could set up donations on here and sort of have it be a goal, I guess, where if we hit certain milestones of donations at all, period, then we'll get to do Dawn of the Dragon or something like that. You'll give it to me for free if I beat Dracula X? Do I have to get the good ending? If I don't, I can maybe do it. Otherwise, no. Absolutely not. Still thinking about that? Oh no. Anyways, so yeah, that's sort of how this is looking so far. Games that are probably going to fill in these free spaces are going to be Night in the Woods. Maybe Spark the Electric Jester. I really like that game. Definitely Spark 2. That one's really short and incredible. And perhaps I'll do Momodora, maybe. That one's really good. Also on the short side, I guess. But yeah, that's sort of what we've got. Oh, and someone in the Discord said something. I'd have to turn off the screen share for now to check that. Someone in the Discord suggested something. Maybe it was Quack. Oh yeah, he said Mega Man X, which I don't know. We might do some Mega Man games in there. I don't know about X, because X specifically is one I'm not the biggest fan of, but definitely some Mega Man. Oh yeah, and I had the Neverhood sort of recommended to me. So that one will be interesting. Let's see. Oh, and Trials of Mana. I should be writing these down somewhere instead of just rambling them off. But yeah, that's sort of generally what I'm looking at to fill in those time spots. I think overall it's gonna lead to some good stuff. First Mega Man X, 2, and 3 I could enjoy, but they got really obnoxious. I didn't like Mega Man X1's, like... There were a couple things I didn't like about it, I guess. I didn't like how the upgrade system is, like, basically central to being able to beat parts of that game, and you need to do certain levels first, even if you don't finish them, to get specific upgrades, like your health upgrade, or, I think, like, the slide jump, or something like that. Some ridiculous stuff that, like, you don't think you'd need an upgrade for. Oh no, it's a dash. It's in the penguin, or the ice level. It's like a dash, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I'm thinking of Mega Man X1. I don't know. I didn't like that, though. I thought that was, like, really annoying. And I also don't like the final level of X1. I think not Wily levels, what are they? The Sigma levels? I think they're awful. Entirely because there's a lot of moments where you're forced to, like, wall jump off walls while also attacking enemies on the opposite wall, while also getting attacked by enemies on your wall. That shit is just way too much. So, I don't know, I tend to like to avoid that kind of bullshit level design. I know Mega Man isn't known for being easy, but, like, holy shit. Takes it a little bit too far, in my opinion. Otherwise, I think it's a great game. Just those two things that sort of affect the overall experience all the time. I was with a few friends when they played Mega Man X4, I think it was. And one of my friends at the time, of course, was, like, particularly touchy about really difficult video games. And we decided to make him play Mega Man for some reason. I remember now, it's because he wouldn't stop talking shit about how Mega Man X is bad. He loved Mega Man 1 through 6, I'm pretty sure, or at least Mega Man 2, but he kept talking shit about how Mega Man X was bad, and he had never played them. So, I think the Buster upgrade is super annoying, very poorly designed route to it that's all finicky. Think they knew, though, since if you don't have the upgrade, you get an equivalent later on. That's good. Is that the one in the like, tree level? Where you have to, like, get above the trees somehow, and it's super, like, stupid, and then there's also, like, a mini-boss fight standing in the way of the Buster upgrade? Because if so, fuck that part. It's the one in Flame Mammoth's level. Oh! I don't think I did that one. I don't know. I'd have to look at my save file again. I haven't really gone back to it in forever. Now, here's one thing. I was playing through some different Mega Mans lately. And can I just say, can I be, I guess, a controversial opinion man, like always? Can I just say, fuck Mega Man 3? From the bottom of my soul, fuck Mega Man 3. It's not enough to have Wily levels. They make you fight the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 with extremely unforgiving checkpoints. You need the head part first. Then you do this really weird tough jump to a section of the ceiling to break through it, and if your wall jump timing isn't exact, you fall and can't get back up. Oh, yeah, I'm using an emulator for that. Do I own that on Wii U? Yes. Maybe? I think I own it on Wii U. Oh, no, I own it on SNES Mini, which I don't think I've actually streamed off of yet. Which, that'll be fun. I got the SNES Mini entirely because I worked at Walmart when it came out and was able to snag one for myself before they sold out, and that was real cool. And now they're worthless. Oops. Oh well. It's still a really good console, so. Mega Man 2 refights, Mega Man 3 aren't even well designed. Their hitboxes are such ass. Yeah? It's just a really bad experience all around for Mega Man 3. For like anything past the first Robot Masters. Which even then, the Robot Masters aren't very fun in that game. There's a few of them that, like, you just can't beat with the Buster, no matter how hard you try. Gemini Man comes to mind. Who's the other one? Snake Man? Good luck using the Buster on those guys. Who decided to make Doc Quickman hit like a truck with his body. I don't know. It's really frustrating. And it's like, they make you replay the levels, too. If it were just fighting the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters, that'd be one thing. But it's not. It's fighting the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters while replaying the levels without dying. And if you die either on the boss or in the level, then too bad, you're restarting. Even if, like, say you're in the one that, like, rehashes Airman's level, or Airman, right? When Airman is, like, the first boss in that stage, and Airman is already bullshit. So, when he drops down, it's like, okay, shit. And then, like, you beat him, and you make it all the way through the rest of the level, and then you die on the next Robot Master, because of course you do. The game places you in a room before a boss. However, the boss is Airman. Maybe you could have sprinkled them along or among the Wily levels like Mega Man 1 did with Cutman and Electman. Yeah. Just do anything other than what they did. I liked the way that Mega Man GBA, or not GBA, Mega Man Game Boy did it, where it uses 4 of the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters, and then once you get to the Wily levels, the boss rematches are 4 Mega Man 2 guys. So, it's sort of like a mixture. And they should have done something like that, where the refights were the Mega Man 2 or something like that. Instead of making me fight these terrible versions of the robots. I gave up on that game. I'm not going back to it. Fuck that one. Who knows? I might, like, if we ever stream Mega Man again, I might just jump to, like, one that I like. Mega Man 4, I think, is, like, fine. I don't know. But that's like a big if. If I go back to Mega Man. If. Because that would imply we have that much leftover time at the end of a game for Castlevania. Which, granted, depending on how quickly we make it through Chronicles, that's totally possible. Now, I highly recommend, once we're done with Chronicles, to watch P. Caspray's video on it. Because he really summed up a lot of the problems with the game, and was honestly really fair to it. More fair than I am to it. Whenever I mentioned it, I'm like, ugh, Chronicles. Like, it's just, it's pulling my teeth out, you know? But, like, no, it's okay. It just has one level in it that is so bad it sours the whole experience. We beat Chronicles so quickly, we get to do the entirety of Mega Man, guys. Who knows? Depending on how quickly these 2 marathons wrap up, I have a feeling Sonic's going to wrap up incredibly fast, and it's going to be done before we even know it. And Castlevania's still going to have, like, the Lords of Shadow games, so I'm going to have to find something to fill that time. So that'll be fun. Who knows? I might just say, like, fuck it, and we do, like, Spark or something like that. Something out of my Steam library, probably. Johnny's review of Chronicles, him saying it gets obnoxiously unfair after a point. Yeah, that's really the game's problem, is that it's just super unfair all the time. It takes that Castlevania hard and just destroys you with it. Anyways, I think that's pretty much good, as of this point. I don't think Castlevania has any news lately. I'll check, though. Yeah, nothing new. Holy shit. Steam, what are you doing? Steam? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Stream probably had a real fun time handling that. Notion of a Castlevania that's harder than Castlevania 3 is pretty frightening. Or the adventure. Good luck with the adventure. You'll need it. I highly recommend when you're going through the auto-scroller using a video walkthrough. My stream is like the perfect, not perfect, I guess, because I die a lot in there. But my stream, like, you can use it to sort of, like, view the traps ahead of time, I guess. It is so hard. The adventure just kind of sucks. I don't know why they included it on the Anniversary Collection. Legends would have been a better inclusion, because that one at least had a plot at all. But, no. I mean, I get it. They wanted to include Belmont's Revenge, but whatever. You know. Yeah, everything about that's just kind of awful. Anyways, that's probably going to be it from me for tonight. Upcoming stuff, Bloodborne, maybe tomorrow night, maybe not, I don't know yet. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory comes out tomorrow, so I don't know. Best I'll say. Maybe expect one if I'm, like, somehow bored of Melody of Memory. Thinking about the one with the dragon thing constantly digging out of the ground and ceiling. That's Belmont's Revenge? Yes, it's Belmont's Revenge. God. This is just reminding me of how hard Belmont's Revenge shit itself right at the end. You had that awful broken dragon boss fight that just, under no circumstances, worked. And then that was followed by Soleil, who was so bad that I broke out MS Paint and started to draw out exactly why that boss doesn't work. And then it follows with, like, it's followed by Eyeball Dracula. The Dracula where the only consistent way to know how to beat him is to look in the fucking art book. I am really, like, I don't think they could have beaten that game. It's just way too hard for what it is. Especially since it was on the original Game Boy. They probably playtested that on a Super Game Boy. Like, the first 4 levels are fine. They're actually really easy, but everything after that, oh my god. I will forever be mixed on Belmont's Revenge. Anyways, that's probably going to be it from me for tonight. I have a Twitter. Go follow it at Tom's House 3. Oh, they definitely tested it with some kind of infinite lives or invincibility. Definitely. Anyways, so yeah, go follow me on Twitter at Tom's House 3. I have a YouTube channel, also Tom's House. Go subscribe to that. It's good. I make content there sometimes. About every week-ish. I don't know if I'm going to have something out this current week because I still have a lot of footage to edit through for Secret Rings, but I am getting there. I am working on it. It is getting done. I'm about a third of the way there. Holy shit. So yeah, maybe expect that in the future. That's probably happening. I'm going to really try to get it out by this week. Things might not work out, but if they do, it'll be amazing. Otherwise, that's going to be it from me for tonight. Thank you guys for enjoying some Portrait of Ruin with me. And thank you guys for watching, of course. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Have a good night, everybody.